Need a last-minute profound Christmas gift for someone you love? How about Secrets of Birthday, the Love and Lust Report? Right now, for 1 week only, you can get 2 reports for $52. 2 for $52. That's almost $18 off the normal price. That's 2 great gifts for just $52 at secretsofbirthdays.com. Hello, my fellow Soul Nirvanians, and welcome now to Astro 101. This time we're in episode number 9. We are chugging along, learning about the planets. Now, last week we talked about Earth and the Moon. We kind of covered the Earth a little bit, and we got into Mars. This week we're going to get into Chiron and Jupiter. What the hell is Chiron? Chiron is one of those planets that you hear about usually once you've been in astrology for a while. It's not really a planet. It's actually a comet asteroid. In fact, scientists can't decide if they want to call it a comet or call it an asteroid. But it's a really freaking big hunk of rock in space. And what's interesting about Chiron is that it has a very obscure orbit. It goes kind of like way out here around the sun, and then it comes up through like Jupiter and Saturn, goes to the asteroid belt. It's got like this really weird, totally on its own orbit. And it's my belief as an astrologer that Chiron is the ruling planet of Virgo. That's right. Now, you already heard one of my theories that I think Earth rules Taurus. I think Chiron rules Virgo. Now, the symbol for Chiron is this cute little K. And we actually discovered Chiron in the late 70s. Chiron is attributed for ruling the vibrations of healing, ruling the vibrations of Reiki healing. Sometimes people attribute astrology to Chiron. All of the New Age principles kind of get all hung on Chiron, which is interesting because what do you know about Virgo vibration? It rules reality and healing, right? So to me, it makes total sense that Chiron would be the ruling planet of Virgo. And when I do astrology and I do readings, if you purchase a reading with me, I'm going to talk about Chiron in detail because this tells me your capacity for healing. This tells me where you see reality from, what is most real in your life. And also, Chiron tells us, in a past life perspective, where we're healing from a past life. So if we have Chiron, for instance, in the 7th, that tells me that you have a wounded long-term relationship from a past life that you're going to heal from in this life. And that's what Chiron is going to help you do in that area. But usually what happens with Chiron is you not only become healed in that capacity, but you end up healing the world as a result. Chiron's a very Virgo-like planet in the sense of you are doing the work yourself, but whatever you learn, you turn around and you share right away. Okay? So if you go along with this whole Chiron theory, now the old theory of astrology is that Virgo is ruled by Mercury and ruled by, I can't remember, Neptune? I don't even remember. I've been so far on my own rogue path here with astrology that I actually forget the old co-ruler crap. But I do believe that Chiron is the ruling planet. And if we look at Virgo, we get an idea of what Chiron is about. Chiron is reality. It is the matrix of reality. Okay, that's what Virgos are, the X and Y's. And I think Chiron, with its cool, groovy orbit, does just that. It's like the outside observer of the whole solar system, basically taking a good look at all of the planets, where they are, where they go with each other. Just like a Virgo is an innovative thinker. A Virgo sees all of the bricks and sees the cracks and sees what's in between them and what holds them together. That's what helps Chiron heal. Chiron vibration knows that something's wrong with your bone mass. Something's wrong. A Chiron vibration can sense it, can X-ray into it, and feel that something is off. Chiron vibration is the same Virgo vibration that realizes, hey, there's a crack in the O-ring in the space shuttle. Something's wrong. To me, Chiron is constantly orbiting the solar system, telling us what's wrong. It's kind of our self-monitoring, self-regulating system. And it also, again, because it's got the whole matrix of everything, it is kind of the skeleton in which reality is hung on. So I had said earlier that Earth, which was Taurus, is really the creation of reality. And I stand behind that. I think Tauruses do create physical reality and manifest physical reality. But that physical reality is held together, in my opinion, by Chiron. The Chiron vibration is holding the whole skeleton together. It is the infrastructure in which reality is, in fact, built. So we talked about these planets here. I had said up until Mars are all the inner human experience. Well, I think Chiron also counts as that. The asteroid comet of Chiron counts as part of the internal. It is our self-regulator. It is our auditor. It is the part of us that makes sure everything is okay. And Chiron, therefore, if you buy into my Chiron Virgo theory, Chiron would be the ruling planet of the 6th house. So you can look on your chart and find the little K and figure out, where does Chiron fit in my life? Okay? That's going to tell you two things. It's going to tell you where, again, you need some healing from a past life. There's some healing there. There's some wounds there. And usually when I talk to my clients, I find that they are a bit wounded there. You know, like if Chiron's in the 2nd, there's some healing around self-esteem. The child grew up not feeling very proud of themselves. The parents put them down. And so as a young adult, by the time they're buying a reading, they're saying to themselves, yeah, I mean, I know I'm valuable, but there's that healing there. You can see the Chiron there. And that also is important because in the context of humanity, right, and being a human being, Chiron tells us that by healing this area, that becomes the foundation of all of our strength as a soul. It's kind of like when you break a bone and it's stronger after it's grown back together. Chiron's the same way. It's the source of where your healing is, but once you heal that, it's going to be a source of strength, and it's going to be your skeletal system of your life. Then the next planet is really my favorite planet, Jupiter. I love Jupiter. Looks like it caught like this crazy 4. And Jupiter is the planet of expansion, the ruling planet of Sagittarius. Okay? Jupiter is gigantic, by the way. It is the source of Sagittarian energy. Jupiter has 2,000 Earths can fit in Jupiter. 200 Earths can fit in a Jupiter storm. You know that red storm on it? Jupiter is so Sagittarius-like to me. It's got a tie-dye t-shirt for an atmosphere. That storm is a party always going on. There's always a party going on. It's got not one but 60 moons. Okay, one of them is volcanic. One of them has water. One of them is thought to have life. Jupiter's got it going on. And if you know Sagittarius, that's what Sagittarius do. Jupiter rules the collective consciousness. Jupiter rules everything going on everywhere. Jupiter is kind of like the database of all of our knowledge. Wherever Jupiter is, it actually shows our fortune. But fortune, really, in astrology, is expansion. That's what Jupiter is. I'm going to take one moon, I'm going to make 59 more. Okay? And by expansion, fortune comes into our life. Okay? So where Jupiter is in your chart, it shows us where your soul needs to expand. But if you expand your awareness, you expand your potential for fortune, for things to come into that vacuum of expansion. So Jupiter is always kind of the bonus point. It is like collecting $200 at Go. It is like the free spot in bingo. Wherever Jupiter is in your chart, that tells me, just do this, and your life is going to expand and take off. And here's what's interesting. Jupiter, to me, is always kind of the spot where kind of God is bribing you. All right? Because usually when I talk to my clients in private readings, wherever the Jupiter place is, that's a place in their chart where, yeah, they could. I don't know if I should. And it's like, God, universe wants you to do this, please. This is where you're supposed to explode and take off. So for your soul work, let's take a look at all these planets. We're really starting to get some fabric going on here. Jupiter, find where Jupiter is. That's where God's bribing you. Chiron, that's where you have to heal, and you're going to kind of grow from there. Mars, that's where you have your masculine aggressive energy. Earth, that's the center. That's where we live. But the moon tells us where we emote from. Where's the mirror? Where's the mirror? That's the moon. Venus, where we create our yin-yang energy. Mercury is how we think, how we process. And the sun is where our awareness is. And that, so far, is a lot to look at. We're going to get even deeper. When we come back next week, we've got 2 more fantastic planets. Now, don't forget, please, leave questions and comments. I'm here to answer your questions. Ask me questions about your charts. But please don't ask questions that are more complicated than where we've gone so far. So don't ask me about Pluto yet. We haven't covered Pluto. All right, folks, that's all I have for this week. I'll see you next week with more Astro 101. Live, love, be. Having a hard time with love lasting long enough? How often is your first date your last date? Have you noticed that your relationships last no more than 2 days? They say love never lasts, but in your case, it doesn't even start. Your birthday is a secret soul security number. We know everything about you, how you love, how you lust, and how you like to be lusted by. In one video, you'll understand what you're looking for in love and what you offer. Secrets of Birthdays, now available at secretsofbirthdays.com.
So God.